In this video, I'm going to show you 4 ways that we adjusted our budget that is saving us $1,000 and a couple of things that we've decided to keep. As I mentioned in my financial freedom video I posted a little bit ago, we've cut back on our spending since going from a 2-income house to a single income household so that I could build this YouTube thing. Let me start by saying that I truly am blessed to be able to try this YouTube thing out. I'm able to give this a go because of the financial habits that my wife and I have developed over the past 13 years of marriage that I mentioned in the previous video. Another reason why I'm able to try this out is because my wife works her butt off and is continuing to progress in her career and set us up financially where we are not freaking out about being a single income household right now. That being said, some hard decisions had to be made about where we were spending our money. Here are a few of the ways we've overhauled our spending during the season. Number 1, haircuts. Look, men like being pampered too. And I personally really enjoy a nice haircut and a beard trim. And I was spending roughly $60 a month, maybe twice a month if I had an event for work or something like that that I wanted to get cleaned up for. That haircut is out the window. This is getting grown out, which is why it looks like it does, and why I've been wearing a lot of hats in some of the videos lately. And the beard trim is happening at home. So right there, easy $60 a month that we've saved. The next area is a little bit of a bummer, if I'm being honest. We did make the hard decision to take our kids out of their year-long sports. So that was jiu-jitsu, which we actually did together. I trained alongside the kids. That was $300 a month. And then both my kids actually did do gymnastics once a week for $250 a month. That being said, we have shifted what we do on those days. So we used to go to gymnastics every Wednesday. We've decided to change gymnastics day to an exploration day, an adventure day. So we've promised to them, hey, we're gonna stop gymnastics right now, but every Wednesday evening, we're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna go to a playground, we're gonna go to a new park. It allows us to get outside, keep our kids active, but do it in a way that doesn't cost any money. So yes, it did stink to have to take them out of their sports, but it is saving us $550 a month. The third area that we have not only cut back on, but when I tell you we have completely eliminated, is eating at restaurants and buying coffee. We are strictly making meals at home, making our coffee at home, and it has saved us an insane amount of money. I want you to know that it is possible. It may seem like your world will end if you stop eating at restaurants, but listen to these numbers. From October to December, we averaged $350 a month, restaurants or coffee. $350 a month, which honestly I'd be willing to bet is already pretty conservative for the average American. But this past month, the full month of February, when we committed to this hardcore, we spent, drumroll please, $17. I went out to eat one time with friends, and that was it. I am so proud of that number. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Unbelievable, saving $330 a month in this new way. And also, awesome side effect, I feel like we're honestly eating a lot healthier. We know what's going into our bodies. I mean, we used to average at least one Chick-fil-A night a week for the kids. We would get pizza 2 to 3 times a month when we were tired after work. And we've been making a lot more recipes from scratch. And the kids are actually exploring a little bit more too with their food, which is awesome. So the fourth area we have adjusted our spending is with my workout routine. So for my fitness goals, I go see a buddy of mine who owns a gym here in town, and we do semi-private training. So I train with a small group of people. We're all on our own programs, but we train together, but it's not a one-on-one personal training kind of thing. And it's pretty pricey because he's the best at what he does, and it is semi-private training. It's like having your own coach, and having someone build out a training program is a lot of work. So that actually costs $340 a month. And it's something that I need to stick with. I know that if I didn't have that regular routine of going 3 days a week, 6 in the morning, that I wouldn't do it, because up until I had this, I wasn't doing it. And so me and my friend talked about this, and kudos to him. It was actually his idea when I told him about my job loss. He's building up his social media presence. He wants to continue to grow his brand, and it's growing so much that he doesn't really have the time to do it like he did when he was first starting out, because he has so many clients now. And through the skills I have, I can help him with that. Through what I've learned making these YouTube videos, editing, creating shorts, we figured out a trade. So for a few hours a week, I'm gonna help him shoot, create, write scripts, and edit videos, and he's gonna train me. So again, that's saving $340 a month. And this is something that might feel weird, but this is something that you could try out. You could figure out a bartering system if you have a specific skill that not a lot of people have. So yeah, those are some of the ways we're saving money. $350 a month on working out, over $500 on the sports, the haircuts, eating out at restaurants, all told is a little over $1,000 a month that we're able to save. 2 items we are keeping though. Before I mention these, I should make it clear what I like spending my money on. I will always spend my money on things that bring me joy and save me time. These next 2 items are things that do that. One is lawn care. I know every dad watching this is probably rolling their eyes, but I have never been that guy who loves going out and cutting his own grass and doing his own lawn work. I don't get any joy from it whatsoever. It takes me so long. I get so tired of it that I rush through it. And for whatever reason, yard work makes me more sore than any exercise that I could ever do. So yeah, I pay for someone to cut my grass. I will continue to do so until absolutely necessary. Go ahead and judge me. I can feel it. I can feel it through my phone. I can feel your judgment. Let's move on. Now, the second item that we are keeping is truly a luxury. Let me be clear, truly a luxury, and something that we probably should cut back on, but it is something that does both of the things I mentioned earlier. Saves me time and brings me joy. And that is our cleaner. We pay someone to come in twice a month and do a full deep clean of the house. I know, I'm sitting here doing a budgeting video and I'm telling you that I'm keeping my cleaner, but if you are, especially if you are a parent and you've had the thought of hiring a cleaner, but something is holding you back, there's some psychological struggle with it, like, oh, I could never, oh, how could I? If you have the money, hire a cleaner. It is amazing to do a full deep clean of the floors, all the nooks and crannies, turn down all the beds, and it's a reasonable cost. I'll be real. If it was exorbitant, we wouldn't do it. But for now, it's something we're going to keep, and that's where the joy comes in. The feeling we get after our cleaner comes is honestly life-giving. Here it is. I'm giving you permission to pay someone to clean your house professionally. So there's some of the ways that we have tightened up our budget and a couple of things we kept. It's all about prioritizing, honestly. Like I said earlier, I like to spend money on things that bring me joy. If you and your partner really love going out to nice restaurants and you have the money for that, you want to budget for it, go ahead, be my guest. But if it's something you're just doing out of necessity, or your friends are inviting you out all the time and you don't want to say no, then maybe just reconsider. Give it a try for a season and see what happens. At the end of the day, financial freedom isn't about just saving money. It's about being intentional with what you have. We're not just making cuts for the sake of saving. We're making shifts that truly align with our values and this future we're trying to build together. If you're in a season of transition or you've just made a dramatic change to your budget because of some financial goals, I would love to hear about it. Put in the comments something that you thought you would miss, but you actually don't. And you're really glad that you made that decision. Or on the flip side, what is one luxury that you refuse to give up? Drop it in the comments. Trust me, I read every single one. And if you found this video helpful, do me a favor. Like, subscribe below, and share this video with someone who might need a little encouragement in a financial journey they're on right now. I'll see you in the next one.